One is we all know about Barbara Olson's famous phone call from Flight 77, in which she called Ted and the Solicitor General and said she had been hijacked, and the hijackers had put all the passengers and the pilots in the back of the plane. And of course, this was a pretty strange scenario. Here you had about 60 people, including the two pilots, one of whom was a champion boxer, being held off by three small guys with knives and box cutters. Well, you could just say, well, all these people were mistaken. They just thought the relatives said, I'm calling you on the cell phone. Or they misremembered. Except Dina Burnett. She said, I knew it was Tom calling me because I looked on my caller ID and I saw his cell phone number on all 3 or 4 calls. So here again, very strong evidence that these calls are fabricated, and there is technology to voice morph and also to fake the number. Somebody looks in the airport there, and there's Muhammad Atta's luggage. So they look in, and they find all this incriminating evidence. Directions how to fly, Boeing airplanes, and a Quran and a will saying he's looking forward to being a martyr and going to heaven and all that.
Our war on terror begins with Al-Qaeda, but it does not end there. It will not end until every terrorist group of global reach has been found, stopped, and defeated.
Whether you had advanced knowledge of 9/11.
Yeah. Look, there's time for politics. And,
Why are you and the Vice President insisting on appearing together before the 9/11 Commission?
Because the 9/11 Commission wants to ask us questions. That's why we're meeting, and I look forward to meeting with them and answering their questions.
Why you're appearing together rather than separately, which was their request?
Because it's a good chance for both of us to answer questions that the 9/11 Commission is looking forward to asking us, and I'm looking forward to answering them. Let's see. Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning? And find out that the literacy level of our children are appalling. Why don't you volunteer? Why don't you help mentor a child how to read? You're working hard to put food on your family. I think we ought to raise the age at which juveniles can have a gun. Families is where our nation finds hope, where wings take dream. Path of fascism, Nazism, and totalitarianism. And they will follow that path all the way to where it ends, in history's unmarked grave of discarded lies. Sometimes you misunderestimated me.
The presidents in America are not elected, they are chosen beforehand.
That's a bold statement.
That's a bold statement. It says Ronald Reagan was written up in the Webster's Dictionary as the next president of the United States even before the elections were held.
Can that be proved?
Yes, it can be. And the publishers of the dictionary had no explanation as to how that took place.
So obviously they were well aware who was going to be elected.
They knew, and they know already in America who's going to win this one. They know whether it's Bush or Gore. At the moment, Gore's ahead in the polls, but I still think Bush will get it because he belongs to the skull and bone society.
Ze hebben gewoon kolommen weggeblazen. Ze is nagesprongen.
Dit valt anders dan het World Trade Center.
Vind je niet dan?
Ja, je ziet het, de onderste verdiepingen gaan eerst.
Ja, en de rest zakt er gewoon in. Dus dit is controlled demolition.
Zeker weten.
Zeker weten. Er is nagesprongen. Dit is in opdracht gebeurd. Het heeft een team gedaan van experts.
Maar dit is ook op 11 september gebeurd.
Dezelfde dag?
Dezelfde dag.
Dezelfde dag? Weet je dat zeker?
Ja.
Was het zeker weten de 11e? Kan hij waar zijn.
7 uur nadat de World Trade Center naar beneden viel.
Ja? Hebben ze hard gewerkt.
And they become puppets on strings and do exactly what they're told.
Do they realise they're becoming used in that role as puppets, or are they willingly going along with it?
They must know. They must know. They can't be stupid. I mean, these people, I'm just waiting for one bold politician to stand up and tell the people what I'm saying. Why should I rush around the world wasting my time explaining all this and studying all this when a politician involved in it knows that this is true? Why doesn't he just get up and say, look, I'm not really running the show. I'm being told what to do, and if I don't do what I'm told, I get the sack. It's as simple as that.
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
Starting from Edward II and III of England, 28 out of our 42 presidents were connected by blood, including President Bush and Vice President Quayle, who are also in fact related to each other. Most of the 14 not connected by blood were connected by fraternal orders used by the bloodlines, with only a few exceptions, notably in disruption, the Kennedys.
But I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be, free and independent.
The last 2 weeks of July of every year, a secret meeting is held in our country in Northern California by the world's most powerful people, bankers, politicians, industrialists, entertainment luminaries, all overworld figures. This group, directly connected with the European ruling elites, is commonly known as the Bohemian Society. Our now famous Council of Foreign Relations, the government behind the American government, is represented here, along with members of the Bilderberger Group of Europe. A meeting held once a year to decide a worldwide scale, your future, a shining example of true democracy carried on in the dark. Obviously here, your vote doesn't count.